Alright, let's get started. This is UNISTAR. We're a magical boy. It's also from the Game Jam, obviously. I think this is called, yeah, UNISTAR. Let's go. Kinda femme. Kinda too femme for me. We already started off the game on a bad note here. There you are, Mr. Class President. The council was just discussing the May Day event. The what? The bell rings for classes to end the bell for classes to end rang 15 minutes ago. Did you get distracted with your game again? Eh? That again? Dude, you're seriously addicted to your BSB. BSB? My PSB? I'm not addicted, nor was I distracted. Well, you certainly play games more than the average kid. I always tell you to go out and make some friends instead. Yuki, your ex-presidency is showing. I only want what's best for our new president. Then take the spot back. I never wanted to be president or student council in general. These boys aren't legal, neither was Putty Putty. Nope. Anyway, I still say we should host the event in the field. It's where the track is and has more room. As vice president, I have to make sure our request is reasonable to the headmaster. Must we use the sports field for a couple tents? The parts of the field are still in renovation. But as the party planning committee leader, I have to make sure we get every space possible for all the activities I've got planned. What are you guys talking about? A few yellow tape here and there won't kill everyone. No offense, Valentino, but the activities you try to plan have always gotten rejected by the headmaster for years. We're going on our 4th year and you're still at it. Nothing hurts to keep asking until he gives in. Except it'll hurt our time if you keep asking when he'll never give in. Man, I still vote the fields. What about you, Elliot? Surely you agree with the front of the school. It'll attract more attention and the courtyard is absolutely beautiful. Well, technically both spaces are big enough to accommodate the event, right? But which one accommodates it more? Well, I don't, Aiko. I don't know what kind of voice I'm supposed to give him. I'm running out of voices here. I guess he just has to be the manly one. Why don't you two leave the poor secretary alone? He looks like he's about to combust. Well, look who decided to wake up. Who is Yuki? This probably won't have happened if you choose not to fall asleep during our very important discussion. Who's Aiko? Am I Aiko? I can't keep track of all these names and try to match their voices properly. Who the hell is Aiko? The president of the council wasn't here now, was he? Well, he's here now. And I always take over when the president isn't here. You really shouldn't do that. Sometimes I won't show up at all. Do you really sleep the entire time then? You're not going to be able to wake up for your lectures tomorrow? Good. Good. Your lectures aren't important. They're not more important than this. Don't encourage him. I really don't know why you gave up on your presidency to Hajime. Still, you've been our class president for 3 years. Don't speak poorly of the president while he's standing right here. By all means, continue. Anyway, Aiko, you have yet to share your own input. You're the treasurer. Which option do you believe is the least expensive? Pay me $10 each and I'll tell. Deal. Where did I put my wallet? Oh dear. Haru, please, share your input soon before Hantaro takes Valentino's money again. What are you talking about? Whatever you say. We'll trust and go along with it. I don't... Whatever, the field. Although the field is currently under renovation, it does provide more spacious room for the activities and tents. Ah, right, now we're talking. Oh, Haru. Hajime. You may as well... Oops. You may as well give up with that already. You guys have known each other since intermediate. Yeah, why so stingy? Loosen up, Haru. By now, as seniors, surely you consider us your friends at this point. This reminds you of that Sailor Moon gender-bent ripoff anime now? What are you talking about? What anime? A knock came from the closed classroom door. Before anyone could acknowledge it, Brandy raced to the door to open it. His eyes fell upon several small boxes on the ground. Hey guys, check it out. These are all addressed to us. Have you noticed how white every single one of these magical boys are? I've noticed. They're all white as a ghost. There can't be a black magical boy? I know there can't. Anyhow. Wait, all of us? Individually? Yeah, no joke. These boxes are settled atop the desk in front of the class. All of the boys gather around and take their respective boxes. Not a single molecule of melanin between the whole lot of them? Oh. Ryan, welcome to being timed out for the racism in the chat. No racism in the chat. No racism in the chat. Alright. Ryan's being racist. What do you reckon we've gotten? I'm more worried about who got this for us. Maybe the headmaster liked my ideas so much he finally gave in. By gifting all of us through express mail? Haruno, the only one who has not spoken, was the first to unbox his gift. It turned out to be a red BSB. What the? Another? Soon everyone else unboxed their BSBs. Oh sweet, the headmaster's so generous. I don't think the headmaster would be that generous. Look, there's no sender. And not all of us would accept this kind of gift. Maybe Haru, but certainly not I. What's that supposed to mean? I already have one. Huh, so you're saying it's not worth being thankful over? No, what I'm saying is it's not safe to take these without knowing who sent them. Maybe after 3 years of student council, our hard work finally paid off, and now we're getting a fan base. Student councils don't get fan bases, Valentino. You sure have one yourself. Huh? You're more quiet than usual, Haru. What's on your mind? Well, we should keep them. There's no harm in accepting these gifts, right? You're saying that because of your love of games, huh? No. I suppose Elliot and I are the only ones concerned. I wonder how much it costed to get them 5 BSBs. Haruno was still gazing narrowly at his own BSB, then his eyes slowly followed along the other BSBs in everyone else's hands. He perks at a sudden realization. The colors. Eh? I'm not sure, but the color of our controllers seems a bit specific. Kuro, stop? Stop what? As if it's supposed to represent us. Oh, you do have a point. Orange isn't even my favorite color. Bleh. Aiko, let's trade. Hands off. As they bickered, Haruno's thumb traces over the buttons. He felt strangely attached to the device despite the awkward position it put them through. His thumb lands on the start button. An earthquake? Did you hear that explosion? It came from the first floor. Must be the science club at it again. Several screams of terror arose, as well as faint scampering of feet clattering down the hallway. The boys all looked to each other before hurrying down to see the commotion. We didn't play Fitness Trainer Darnell. Why would you want to play that? Why would you want me to play that? Before they could get through the door, however, a bigger problem crashed its way in. Hiya! Don't think I've ever heard Brandy scream that high. I don't think that's our main concern right now. A large bomb-like creature had marched over several desks, settling itself at the center of the room. A bomb-like creature? Yeah, ha ha ha. Now that I'm finally free, I can wreak havoc on this oppressive world. I'll explode all of it, bit by bit. Yeah, ha ha ha. Yeah. It talks. What on earth is going on? Haruno, meanwhile, had been staring for the longest time. In utter shock for a completely different reason, he slowly raised a pointed finger towards the bomb creature. Detonator. Eh? That's Detonator. From a game I played earlier. He's one of the final bosses. Haru, don't talk like that, unless it's some really good cosplayer. As if to prove Bandy wrong, Detonator suddenly released a small bomb, blasting it on the entire left side of the room. That's right. Looks like one of you kiddos have done your homework. Yeah, ha ha ha. And he's the only black person in the entire game, and he's evil. What is going on? The only... You mean I'm not still sleeping? This is real? Hold on a second. How did Haru know what's going on? I'm not sure. I don't... From a game. A sudden low vibration occurred on the BSB he was holding. Everyone was experiencing the same sensation and gave confusing looks. It's as if the controllers were calling out to them. But for Haru, his screen would came on, indicating for the start button to be pressed. Haru, now's not the time to be focused on a game controller again. That's right, pay attention to me. I'm about to blow this entire classroom up. What do we do? Start. Tap here. Loading. Manifestation. At once, everyone's screen began to glow bright to the point where it blinded everyone and the monster. Yeah. Wait, is that the right voice? I can't open my eyes. Haru, what did you press? Full manifestation initiating. Oh no. Canopus. Arctis. I don't know what's going on. Orion. Vega. And I, Alter, I don't know who's talking, and I, Alter, will claim you, Detonator, as our enemy. By the power of UNISTAR, we will defeat you. Okay. Why do we have a red star in our cap? That sort of looks sort of communist. What the heck was that, Altair? Did you prepare that speech like a nerd or something? Arctis? I don't know who's talking. What? Altair! Wait, is that still him? Why can't I say your actual name? It appears we are forced to address each other under these disguised nicknames. The developer should have color-coded the dialogue boxes. That would have helped. That would have helped, because, I mean, they introduce, like, 5 characters immediately, and we don't have a chance to learn their names naturally. And it's really hard to keep track. It's as if we're possessed. And now, not only did the developer introduce 5 names immediately, now they're gonna introduce another 5 names immediately that are their code names. Like, how am I supposed to remember this? There's 0 chance. No wonder. It felt as though someone had spoke for me earlier. Can we still control ourselves? Are they listening? Please, wake me up already. I'll give my input on the festival debate, I swear. Besides, both ideas honestly sucked. I'd rather just have another Saturday to myself. There, now wake me up. So that's how you felt. Settle down already and focus. Communist magical boys? We'd love to see it. That wasn't me. I didn't say that. So we are sharing an entity with some sort of alter ego. In that case, that Altair entity was speaking through you just now, wasn't he? But who is this entity? Are we really questioning that over these weapons in our hands? Before the panicked discussion could go on any longer, a sudden bomb was thrown to the group. With a newfound reflex, the boys jumped away at an incredible speed, just in time for the bomb to explode at the back of the classroom. Shut up, I'm angry now. Oh, I'm fuming. Whoops. Explode with the rest of this class. Hey, why? Haruno's hands appear to have a mind of its own, prepping his bow and arrow along with everyone else. His mind grows hazy as the entity took control once more. Everyone, follow my lead. We've got a bomb to defuse. With confused looks at Haruno's sudden switch of personality, they all nod hesitantly and face Detonator. Get ready, because I'm about to blow you all up. Yahaha! Our powers are based on 5 senses. I am the sense of sight. Vega is the sense of touch. Orion is the sense of hearing. Arctis is the sense of taste. And Canopus is the sense of smell. It would be wise of use to make our choices based on our strengths against the enemy's weakness. Don't let me down. Detonator crouches quietly and secretly letting out several bombs to scurry toward the team under the impression that no one could see them. You think I remember? You think I remember what Orion does? Do you actually think? Not only do I have to remember the characters' names, but I have to remember their code names, and now I have to remember every single one of the characters' special ability? What? Are you crazy? How? Honey, mistakes were made somewhere along the way. Mistakes were made somewhere. Like, who is Orion and who is Altair? Orion is hearing... Wait, Altair? No, I'm Altair! I'm the sense of sight. So we should use hearing, I think. So sorry, I won't slip up again. Horror? Really? I thought we would hear the bombs rolling towards us. Fine, Altair. We'll just look at them. You're not fooling anyone. Yeah. Nice. Good, you notice my sense of sight appeared to be more useful than hearing. I thought hearing would be better. I thought we would hear the bombs rolling towards us. Whatever. Especially because it's like, I assume the bombs were like under the desk, so we couldn't even see them past the desk, you know? So I thought that was way more clever, but fine. One of the bombs had a late fuse, causing it to burn into the ground with a high-pitched hum. I guess now Orion. That sound is way too obnoxious. Goodbye, Mara J. I'll miss you. Yeah. Nice. Very good. You noticed the sound first, in which Orion had the upper hand. Detonator suddenly traps Canopus into a tight hold within its gradually burning clasp. He planned to explode in his grasp. What? Is this 18 plus? Honey, if you think I remember what either of them do... Gah, that burns. Whore. I've got this. What? Save. Vega's sense allows him to withstand any extreme temperature. Arctus's mouth isn't immune on the other hand. Well, how was I even supposed to know that? Also, I didn't remember either of their powers. With one of the detonator's arms cut off before, it could ignite. Somewhere in the room began to fume loudly. Vega was on the other side, tending to Canopus while Arctus tended to his mouth. What? Tended to his mouth? Honey, I don't know. Altair. I've got my eye on you. Yeah. Nice. In cases like these, some attacks can be just as successful as others. Don't get too comfortable on this notion, however. Detonator was starting to feel his loss. He planned to self-destruct. One wrong move against it and the entire room could blow up. Summon Canopus, I guess. Oopsie daisy. Guess we did it wrong. Poor. Arctus. On it, leader. Yeah. Save. Although Canopus has a heightened sense of smell, he would have provoked the bomb just like any of us. Honey, why do you think I remember that Canopus has a heightened sense of smell? Why do you think I would remember that? I didn't know that. Honey, I didn't know. Arctus could easily bite through the wires without disrupting the bomb. Could he? Yeah. I'm disappearing. No. Yeah. And the black character always dies first in movies. As we encounter more monsters, naturally their difficulty strengthens. Battles may drag out longer, and sometimes the hints won't be so easy to come across. From here on, I won't be able to cover your mistakes anymore. Use this monster as a first lesson. Are you dragging me? Are you telling me I'm making mistakes? Honey. The game is like, Kuro, you're making too many mistakes. How... you know... We're back to normal? Why do I feel so sensitive, especially my nipples? Huh? What did you say about your nipples? And why does my hole feel so sensitive? My ears are ringing like crazy. I can barely hear anything. I meant my ear hole, haha. At least we're not in that weird getup. I wonder if we're still being possessed. We should make sure. On it. Haru. Haru. Yup, back to normal. What are you guys saying? Are you really temporarily deaf? Then Haru, let me tell you a dear secret of Elliot's. I heard that. Looks like things are almost normal. Gah, your nose is practically a waterfall, man. You're going to sleep? Good night, Manka Hadama. Oh, it's bleeding. Please, use my handkerchief, Hantaro. On second thought, I'm suddenly sick to my stomach. Ow, don't lean on me. I barely brushed against you. Really? What did he say? Everyone is going insane. Despite this comment, Haru's vision was quite wonky. His eyes pulsated in blurs every so often. Luckily, it appeared the symptoms were going away in due time. What? Isaac? What is Isaac still doing here? Where were you, Isaac? We were talking about you and you didn't respond. This doesn't change the fact that you probably left for a long time and now you're just coming back at the end of the stream. This doesn't change the fact that something crazy just happened to us. Not as crazy as pointing out that a monster from your own game. Wait, not as crazy as you pointing out a monster from your own game. What was up with that? I know, and Isaac has no idea what's going on because he just got back. All he saw was you saying night, and so he assumed you were going to sleep. He has no idea what's going on. I was being serious. And we're sure you were, it's just, how does this all connect? Everything has just seemed too coincidental lately. Haru looks back to the BSB that was in his hand, replacing the bow and arrow he had once been forced to wield earlier. The screen was no longer yielding white or black screen. What? A loading image was in its place. Yours is the only one doing that. Mine completely died. You played Flower Hour and someone got stabbed in that game? That didn't seem like that kind of game. Oh, same here. Maybe all that stuff is connected to our controllers. That makes me even more wary of the sender. But should we be wary of the sender? Without them, wouldn't we have gotten blown to bits? I wouldn't say that's our only worry. How so? As if on cue, the loading screen appeared. Haru shows the screen to everyone with a hesitant look. I think it's referring to all of us. This is kind of creepy. It's like it knows our every move. I believe that is the case, but if we don't play along, we'll never solve this. Guess I'm skipping out on soccer practice. And I guess I'm not sleeping for a while. Wow, these characters are all so different. Is that sarcasm? Good evening, Alter Ego. It is true, a game you played earlier was actually corrupt. This work is powerful enough to only be caused by one person. Cortex. Neocortex? Cortex? Is this a plot of a movie, or is this Crash Bandicoot? Wait, who's Altair? A longtime criminal of my team's universe. We are guardians who have sworn to protect our planet, but Cortex got the upper hand in a battle. Next thing I know, we ended up in these strange devices. You mean you weren't already video game characters? We are very much real people. Then I suppose you don't know who sent you all to us. Unfortunately, I do not. I see. But I can make a few educated guesses. In the meantime, you mustn't discard us. After all, we're a part of you. He does look almost exactly like you, Haru. They must all look like us. It is pretty cute seeing a mini Haru on screen. Hey. Anyway, our powers are slowly restoring, so we have been relying on your forces. Rest assured, I believe one day we'll be able to break out of these devices. So please, take care of us and do not out this ordeal to anyone else. You can count on us, Mini Haru. Altair. Heh, he corrects us just like you, Haru. I still can't believe this is real. Me either. I actually kind of look forward to meeting the mini-me. Oh, me too. We are not entities to fawn over, this is serious. Hajime, I trust you to keep your group on track. You and I are both leaders after all. I'm not really the leader type. Nonsense, have some confidence in yourself. I'm afraid this is where I must take my leave. My energy cannot last a few more minutes. Keep in mind what I said and stay alert. The screen turns black. Everyone looks at one another. Despite the explanation, I still feel completely lost. Yeah, this just doesn't happen to ordinary people. Or maybe it does and they're just really good at keeping it a secret. Just like we have to. This is going to hurt my mind. How about we get home? I hear the sirens. They'll be closing in at any second. It's best we head out before they question why the room was destroyed while we were completely unscathed. And I doubt we have the energy to discuss more party planning ideas. Sounds good to me. I want to pass out already. I'll grab my bag then. Wait, Haru. What? Let me walk you home. It's my turn now. Your turn? What the? Are they simping for Haru? It's my turn and you know it, Brandy. No one ever remembers things over the weekend. I doubt Haru does too. Why not just reset the pattern? Why is there a pattern to walk with me in the first place? Oh my god, they're all simping for him. It was true, for the past couple of years, it has grown noticeable that Haru ended up walking alongside one of the boys every day. Haru, who do you want to walk with today? And you can't back out saying by myself again. Jeez, oh my lord. I suppose Valentino. Alright, haha. You're a bit overly You're a bit overly excited to walk with the president. For some bro time, of course. Uh-huh. Haha, I'll get going. Stay safe, everyone. You too. Okay, get packing and let's move out. You're about to get a taste of my world-famous apple pie. That's odd, you only bake on occasions. What's this about? You pay attention to when I bake? Anyway, it's, to set a mood. What for? Something super serious. We'll talk about it on the way. Jeez, alright. Well, I guess that was the end. I guess that was the end of the demo.